What's up, Dora? I just came in to give you guys my opinion on the whole blockbuster trade that just came in between James Harden and Russell. And I don't know who the Nets are getting for him, but my guess would be pretty much their entire bench. You would probably have to give up Joe Thomas, Karis LeVert. First, if they're not getting at least Joe Thomas, Allen, and if they lose Allen, they're done. I mean, there's no way around it. They need Allen. If they lose Allen, they are fucking done. They have no defense as it is, and Allen is their only real defensive player outside of KD. So if you take Allen off, you're screwed. So if you're a Nets fan, let's hope they didn't lose Allen. But that's really their only hope. If they lost Allen, they're screwed. James Harden doesn't play defense. Kyrie Irving plays little to no defense. Kevin Durant is an all-around beast. Doesn't matter what he plays. But other than KD, I mean, it's just fucking Kevin Durant over. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant's going to have to be everything, which Kevin Durant can do. You know what I'm saying? After last night, like I said before, you can pick. I know people don't like to hear, and they may be annoyed at hearing and saying it, but after watching Kevin Durant on the Nets, dude, it's hard, man. It's hard to sit up there and say, like people love to say, like LeBron is up here and everybody else down there. No, I'll say LeBron and KD are up here and everybody else is down here. I wouldn't say no LeBron that KD is that much. As I said, at this stage in their careers, I think KD is comparable to LeBron. But LeBron's still the GOAT. I mean, I think he's a GOAT, and I think he's the best player in the league. But that being said, Kevin Durant can do it all, but he's not as smart as LeBron. That's one thing I would say LeBron still has him. LeBron is more up here basketball wise. LeBron's like a savant up here. Kevin Durant, I don't know. Maybe he spent this because if you watch Kevin Durant without Kyrie Irving, which was beautiful last night, you got to see him playing point forward, which is what LeBron usually does. You got to see KD doing that because even when he was on Golden State, they really used him more as an ISO scorer. He never really got to play the extent of his game, which is controlling the ball and doing what normal players like him do. Last night you got to see that. I mean, Kevin Durant, I'm sitting there watching like, go ahead, like do your thing. You know what I'm saying? People already know it's no thing. Before Kevin Durant was one of my favorite players before he went to Golden State, and then he went to Golden State, and I just really stopped watching him. But I love Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? He's one of my favorite players to watch. Ever since he came out of college, I love Kevin Durant. And watching him play now was just a treat. Now I get to, like I said, people don't understand how cool this year is for me. Like, I love it, man. It's like turn on the TV. I get to watch Russell Westbrook and the Wizards. I get to watch Kevin Durant and the Nets. I get to watch Steph and the Golden State Warriors, LeBron and the Lakers. It's like LeBron and AD and the Lakers. It's like I get to watch all of this year. It's like freaking every night you got a good game, and I love it, man. The NBA is so great this year, man. It's like people don't understand how rewarding it is as a basketball fan to have so many good teams. It's rewarding to me because I don't have a favorite team. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a team that I root for. I root for players. So for me, it's just like the coolest thing in the world because it's like I don't care who wins. I don't care who wins the championship. I don't care who wins. I just want to see good basketball. I want to see parity. I want to see great games. It's like to me, basketball, to other people, they have favorite teams. They have favorite. I don't have a real favorite. I think LeBron's the best player, of course, but he's not my favorite player. I mean, I like him as much as I like anybody else. But to see that talent on a daily basis, you know what I'm saying, is just crazy to me. Like, I was excited to see John Wall on the Rockets with Boogie Cousins. Now I'm actually going to get to see it because they're going to boot James Harden out, who I thought just got in the way anyway. James Harden did not want to be on that team, and he was holding them back. They're going to put him on the Nets. I'm sorry. If I'm the Nets, they giving me at least Joe Thomas, Allen. They give me Joe Thomas, Allen, and Karis LeVert. Those three got to be on them, and maybe two first rounds. Give me that. I ain't even anybody who thinks that I've looked it up, I haven't looked it up. I don't know anything about the trade, but if that has to be the trade. Allen Thomas, and Joe Thomas, Allen, and LeVert, plus 2 first rounders. They give me that, we good. I'll trade that in a minute, because you got Christian Wood look like a stud. You pair him with Cousins, and you only need another spot up shooter to build up your bench. Get Karis LeVert to be the 6th man coming off the bench with Joe Thomas. You know, you already got Eric Gordon, John Wall, Boogie Cousins working himself back, but he's already getting 15 points in like 10 minutes. He looks like the same Boogie. So you get him, Christian Wood, Boogie Cousins, John Wall, PJ Tucker. All them boys can shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? All of them can shoot threes. You got a penetrator in John Wall. You know what I'm saying? I think they have the talent to really do something. Now that they got John Wall out now you bring in somebody like a Karis LeVert, Allen. That team can be really, really good. You know, Allen coming off the bench to beef up that bench. I mean, I'm sorry, that's a good team. The Brooklyn Nets, on the other hand, if they're stupid enough to do a trade that I said, in which they lose Joe Thomas, Allen, and LeVert. I mean, I would have, for the Brooklyn Nets, you got to keep at least one. But I can't see you making that value. You can't find the value in those 3 from anywhere else, right? So I mean, that's the only people I can see them going, because they don't want no DeAndre Jordan. I mean, really, what is they don't want DeAndre Jordan. So what can you really do? You got Harden, who is not a defensive player. James Harden is a turnstile. I mean, he plays no defense. So that obviously can't be I mean, because the first thing I read was, you know, the Jordan fans / LeBron haters jumping out. They see, the Brooklyn Nets are the league shut down. I just started laughing. I laughed out loud. Like, literally, I laughed out loud when I heard people say that. Like really? James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. First of all, people, please understand why this doesn't make sense. Okay? Kevin Durant is an ISO player. So from what I'm looking at, they're losing Karis LeVert. But I ain't see it. It's popping up on my phone as we speaking. But it looks like they're getting Victor Oladipo, the Rockets are, which is another win. I mean, if I can't get Karis LeVert, Victor Oladipo will do. I don't know. What is Eric Gordon? Is he a 3 or a 2? I think Gordon is a 2. So I don't really know how that probably puts him on the bench, which I really didn't think Eric Gordon needed. Eric Gordon was good as a number 2. He's a spot up who plays better without the ball. Oladipo is more of a ball handler. I don't know why you would want to get Oladipo. I mean, I don't really get that dynamic. Why would the Rockets want Oladipo? You already got John Wall, and John Wall is one of the highest usage rate players in the league. Why would you want another player that needs the ball in his hand like Victor Oladipo when you already got a really good spot-up shooter in Eric Gordon? Unless they traded Gordon too. I will say this. If the Rockets don't get something good, Victor Oladipo is not worth James Harden by itself. Victor Oladipo, and you putting him on the Nets with Karis LeVert, but I just saw they traded Karis LeVert for Victor Oladipo. So they losing Karis LeVert. So it's just really ISO ball all day. That's all. You got 3 ISO players, and Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and James Harden. And I'm sorry. They're good. James Harden is not a spot-up shooter. He needs the ball in his hand. Kyrie Irving is not a spot-up. That's why you didn't like playing with LeBron. Kyrie Irving is not a spot-up shooter. All 3 of them need to have the ball in their hands. They need 24 seconds outside of Kevin Durant. But you throwing in that, I said that before when they started saying this trade a long time ago. I think it's a stupid trade. And I don't think, I mean, now Kyrie's out, so it'll do all right. I mean, but they're losing Karis LeVert, which is going to hurt their bench. I don't know where they're going to get their bench scoring from if you're taking Karis LeVert. I guess they like that number 9. What's his name? LCCL or whatever his name is. He's been doing all right, but he's not Karis LeVert. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I really don't. I just looking at that the Brooklyn Nets right now. If they're able to keep Allen and if they're able to keep Allen and Thomas, then I think they're gonna be all right. But if they can't keep Allen and Thomas, I really don't see how this is a good trade for them. If they lose, I guess maybe they traded DeAndre Jordan. But whether they're gonna have, to me, if you the Rockets, you don't really need a big man, so I don't know why you would need Allen. But Allen's still a value to help to bulk up your bench if you're going against it. But let me just go check, well, I can't really check right now, but I'll check when I get the chance to give you more of an update on what I'm thinking. But as for right now, it's like I just can't see it. I can't see it being a good trade putting those together, because I think you're losing Karis LeVert, who is a person who's regulated and accepted a role. I don't think getting James Harden is gonna be. James Harden is going from being an MVP. He's not gonna go back to being the third option. You know what I'm saying? And he's not gonna win a championship with Kevin Durant by himself unless it's just those two. With Kyrie Irving, you throw Kyrie Irving into the mix, it's gonna be freaking hell. It's gonna be crazy. I mean, Kyrie Irving on the team. Well, yes, I understand people saying, well, James Harden can shoot the three. Yes, he can shoot the three. If he gets 15 shots, he gets 15 threes. He needs the ball. James Harden will ISO the hell out of the ball. And if you Kevin Durant, you used to playing. You saw it last night. He kind of changed Brooklyn Nets into like the Warriors East, where they free flowing, they passing the ball. But when you look at the way they play, maybe like I said, I'm not trying to sit up here and speculate. But as for right now, I can't see that working out well for the Nets. Like I said, the thing, everybody's saying they're gonna, they can't mess with the Lakers are in trouble. I'm gonna be real. The Nets really never had an option, never had a chance against the Lakers. The Lakers are completely beastly inside. They beat you at the rim. The Nets don't have rim stopping. They don't have that. They don't have anybody who can guard AD one-on-one outside of Kevin Durant. And if you put Kevin Durant on AD, then who's gonna guard LeBron? You put Kevin Durant on LeBron, who's gonna guard KD? Kyrie Irving, freaking James Harden. I'm sorry, I just see it being a freaking train. I just see it being a freaking train wreck. But please, I'm just speaking off the top of my head. Please comment. Let me know what y'all think, because to me it looks like it's gonna be a train wreck. Y'all might have a different opinion. Let me know in the comment section below. All right, y'all. Peace.